Welcome back. The African fashion industry is rapidly growing and could potentially be worth billions of dollars. Artists and designers like Nigeria's Tunde are noticing this trend and are bringing to light some enduring traditional designs and fabrics. Asoke is a fabric worn by the Yoruba people for thousands of years. VOA's Jackson Vunganyi spoke to Owalabi about the culture, value, and beauty of Asoke.
History shows that Africa's fabric industry dates back to as far as 5000 BC, to when ancient Egyptians were growing flax and weaving it into linen. Since then, in most African cultures, textiles are used as a form of expression and adornment. In Nigeria, one of the most enduring traditional fabrics is the Asoke, worn mostly by the Yoruba people. It is a centuries-old fabric with roots in Nigeria's Oyo State. It's the beauty and rich history of this fabric that caught the eye of Lagos-based multimedia artist Tunde Owalabi, who was working as a photographer at events where hundreds of guests were adorning the Asoke.
It's a very important fabric for Nigerians, especially the Yoruba people. Some way, somehow you'll find Asoke in, the traditional settings. Like, for instance, in Nigeria, you need to do the traditional wedding first before you probably go on to the white wedding for a lot of people. And I find out now a lot of people want to do the traditional wedding just because they want to wear the Asoke.
Tunde later created a studio in Lagos with the intention of bringing together artists and other creatives to collaborate on projects. His journey took him to Oyo State in southwest Nigeria. It is considered the birthplace of the Asoke. It's also home to hundreds of weavers. In Ishehin, Tunde found that every household owned multiple pieces of the Asoke, worn at different occasions. You got interested in Asoke as a print, as a cloth, and also as a culture. And then you traveled to a region where it's made. Tell us a little bit about that journey and what transpired.
So I decided to go there just to hear from people rather than depending on the information from the internet, because I know for sure there will be some old men, old women who have lived over time and
even they've passed
it down exactly, So I wanted to see how it's transcended from one generation to another, which was a good thing, because it's so good. You find kids when they come back from school or whatever, they help to spun the wool.
Like in many African societies where fabrics are more than just a piece of cloth, for the Yoruba, the Asoke reflects the social and religious complexity of their society.
If we don't celebrate what we have, then it's all going to die. Because I know there was a time where the likes of damask, lace, were like the thing for Nigerians. You would probably not see a lot of Asoke back then. But now people really celebrate Asoke. It's the way Asoke is gone now. It's beyond what they used to do then. They've
it's on a whole other level.
Yeah, there's some kind of new innovation to it. They've created adding stones, adding illustrations onto them, different things. So it's a bit more stylish. It's a bit more fun. It's fresh, unlike the regular patterns of just straight lines.
Tunde's latest project is designing shoes for the global market. The shoe design incorporates different elements of the Asoke. For Voice of America, I'm Jackson Vunganyi.